There are a lot of places you can go to enjoy the great outdoors and get away from the big city. Whether you choose the forest, river, mountain, canyon, lake, or desert, this great country offers them all. And I want to see as many as I can. Now, I'm no survival expert. I just love getting outdoors to go hiking, camping, fishing, or just exploring. I don't own a bass boat, and I don't have a fancy RV. You see, I believe we've lost the thrill of enjoying the great outdoors on foot. I'm Al Mal, and I hope you'll join me for an outdoor adventure. Hey, it's Al Mal here, and as the new year begins, it's time to start preparing for a big season of hiking, backpacking, fishing, camping, and those types of trips. And one thing that I like to do as soon as the new year starts is go ahead and start preparing some of my outdoor meals. And I have a video out there now for a full day's hiking or backpacking meal pack. Again, the theory or my motto there is don't spend a lot of money, keep it simple, but also have food that you can enjoy and prepare very easily outdoors. So now I've added something new to my assortment of food supplies, and I wanted to come up with something that would suit me for a day hike, really a long day hike. You know, considering that I'm going to start the day probably with a big breakfast before I hit the trail, but maybe I'm going to be out all day hiking and fishing, and I might not be back until until sunset. So I want to take into consideration that I'm going to have not only lunch, a good lunch, but also some snacks maybe before and after lunch to really get me through the entire day. So I'm going to show you what I come up with, and again, this is a very, very inexpensive meal plan. The total cost of this lunch assortment is $4.10, so it's not going to break the budget, and it packs a whopping 1,130 calories along the way. So let me show you what I came up with. Alright, so the first thing that I did was I got some medium-sized Ziploc bags, and one thing that I like to do, since I do prepare a lot of these meals ahead of time, is I like to label them with the month and the date that I prepare them. I don't really worry about expiration dates so much because I kind of know what I'm going to go through during a given year, so I usually don't make too much, but I like to use them in order of how I prepare them. So just the month and the date works out fine for me. So on a long day hike, one thing that I like to have is a hot meal of some sort to get me through that day. So I'm going to take a nice long lunch break, maybe have a fire, and be able to cook something that's going to be warm. So cost and caloric value, you really can't beat the good old ramen noodles. These babies pack 380 calories and 20 cents. And you can probably find them cheaper than that if you buy them in bulk. So that's the first thing that goes into my bag. The next thing is there's a wide variety of these little snack lunches. This particular one is a Brunswick tuna salad and crackers. Now I take it out of the box to conserve space, and what I'm left with is a small can like this. You get a small little plastic, I wouldn't really call it a spoon, a spoonchula maybe, I don't know, and a few crackers to go with that. Now that right there packs 150 calories and costs $1. Okay, you get those at your local dollar store for $1. The next thing that I add in, and this might be before lunch, this might be a late morning snack, or it might be an afternoon snack. I absolutely love Clif Bars. Again, if you buy them in the bulk assortment at your Costco or Sam's Club, you can get them for $1 a piece if you buy them like that. This one here, 240 calories. So the next thing that I'm going to put in is, again, one of my comfort foods, one of my favorites of all time, cheese and crackers. If you don't like cheese, maybe do peanut butter. 120 calories, 20 cents. Can't beat it. I love peanuts too. for the size and space and weight and cost, peanuts are really hard to beat all around. This little bag right here is 140 calories, and again, in a multi-pack, it costs 20 cents, maybe even less than that. You can find them. Now from there, I add a couple things that I like to put in there. A big piece of aluminum foil. Again, maybe I use this as a lid for my cook pot right here. I might use it as a windscreen around my cook pot. I might even catch a fish and decide to wrap it up in this foil and cook that in a fire for lunch too. So a little piece of aluminum foil hardly adds any weight, has a lot of uses for it. Again, if it's a cool day and I'm taking a nice long lunch break, I might want to make some tea. Again, not a lot of value in calories there, if any, but it sure is nice to have a nice warm drink on a cool day. I throw that in. So right there is a pretty good assortment for a lengthy day hike. But I have two other things that I like to add into my pack. And one is just a Gatorade, your favorite sports drink, a single serving pack that makes a 16-ounce water bottle this one's cherry, lots of different flavors there, and then a gel shot. The Gatorade adds in 20 calories. The gel shot adds in another 100 calories. These things, 20 cents a piece, maybe, if that. And gel shots, actually this is the most expensive aspect of the entire lunch. It's optional. Without this, you're under $3, just with what you see here. You add this in, that's $1.50. That puts me up to $4.10. But there's nothing like one of these when you're on that last leg of your hike and you need a little burst of energy. They come in a lot of different flavors. This happens to be the Cliff version, which is one of my favorites. Now the best thing, again, you're looking at 1,130 calories all here, $4.10. And for me, the best part of it is it fits in this bag right here. This is one that I've already made up, ready to go, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I throw it in a pack. I'm good for the entire day. So mix and match, come up with your own ideas there, and again, keep it simple. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have a great meal on the trail.